Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? I would like to thank you guys for tuning in to Only the Realist. I hope that you guys have all had a wonderful day out there. And be mindful that this reading will not resonate with every single one of you. There are millions of energies on planet Earth. And without further ado, we're going to jump right in. This is going to be a life reading. And let's do it. Alrighty, let's check out these good old energies here. Okay, we have a Two of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. Okay. Alright, so we have some creativeness or some type of deciding that's going on. There's a bridge that you're in between when it comes to something that you are, or a few things that you're striving to accomplish. But you're feeling like you're not at a good place to do that internally, right? Or you're not prepared in some type of way. Is what I'm getting. Or you don't feel prepared. But the best thing I feel like in these type of situations, when we are, in between two things that we really enjoy doing, just take the first step towards either of them, and just see where it goes from there. We have the King of Cups, okay, with the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Something that's on your mind. There seems to be a lot of emotional things surrounding what you have and have not accomplished yet here. Okay. Maybe procrastination is your biggest takeaway. Right? And I'm pretty sure most of us, the Ace of Pentacles with the Page of Swords, most of us have come across, some form of procrastination in our lives. And I feel like the best way to overcome that is to just continue trying. But there's some progress going on here, okay? We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Ultimate wish fulfillment of, financial stability here, okay? And or opportunities. So, just kind of, navigate from overwhelming yourself with what needs to be done and what's not done and what hasn't been done, and kind of just focus on like what is the next step, right? Because something's coming in here very slowly to kind of like you know, get you this beginner push in, you know, because, I mean, someone who has a difficulty with procrastination knows that, you know, it takes time to, you know, fill yourself into that which you are trying to become motivated or inspired to learn or get done. Right? Oh, wrong one. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune. But here I feel like you are, you know, although you are emotionally overwhelmed with um, what is, you know, with the pieces that you haven't connected yet, overall your emotional, you know, balance is doing pretty good, and you are noticing the changes that are going on within your life. Here with the Wheel of Fortune, there's a lot of changes and, you know, a lot of fortunate events or you know, experiences that you are coming into. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords with the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right. There's like this, like, you have this really, like, I want to get things done, but I'm still you know, I'm still open and available um, um, for things of the emotions, right? It's like this, like, it's this really balanced energy of um, of the yes and the no's, right? Like, I think it's the mind. Okay. Change. With the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil here. Okay. It's options. You're scared though. That's why. You're afraid to take the next step forward. Um, which is why you're in this like really balanced energy, and it kind of seems off, right? But it's perfect because it's like, you know, it's 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 like right in the middle, um, and you just it's in that crossroad energy, right? Like where you're like you don't know which to choose, what direction to go, um, but and I feel like this takes a lot of patience, right? To be in that energy of positive and and overwhelming of a little negative, right? Um, but knowing that everything will work out with just being patient about it, but still not knowing, right? The unknown. A lot of people, um, uh, I mean, and there's no real way to prepare for the unknown, but just having that mindset, preparing your mind for knowing that the unknown is always inevitable, and the unknown is um, uh, it's always there, right? So we have to continue to fight that with our mind to know that this is just for now, right? It's not for I'm gonna take you on this ride for, you know, the rest of your life and you'll never figure it out. No, I mean, it's meant for each and every one of us to figure out in that right timing of how we exercise our education of life, right? Um, the do's and the don'ts. It's a basic thing, but you know, when you take it out of the category of human nature and put it into like what looms beyond like the human eye, it becomes a different type of, um, script that you're reading, right? Not only was it at the bottom of the deck, it's now here in the reading. We have the Page of Swords. Yeah. With the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, the ultimate wish fulfillment of emotional stability, right? As we were speaking about, um, a few minutes ago here, just let it creep in, right? This is the beginning of a new opening, right? For the universe to communicate with you. Um, uh, Make sure you just, continue to stay in that balanced energy where even though things are a little reckless over here, you still know, all right, everything will work out no matter what decides to come in, right? You know that that option that comes in for you was meant for you, right? Um, and that's the point of it all, right? Waiting, still being accountable for my actions while I'm waiting, um, and still being aware that um, the change comes in not on my time, but on the time of, how everything decides to rotate itself, right? Everything has to receive its message before you can receive it, right? Like when you're sending a message online or through text, um, that message has to go through something to get to the other end. And the portal that you see, the portal that is there for that message to go through is not seen by our eyes. But it gets there. And when it does, that's when all of the other pieces decide to, move itself through to where it needs to go. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles again popping out here. With the King of Wands. All right. So there's a little bit of some, manifestation going on here with you. All right. You're trying to stay composed in this, you know, in this energy that you are using to move forward with. In the back of your head, it's still this, you know, where's the pieces kind of thing, right? But I promise you, once you start manifesting things, everything will, you know, move itself together, right? And see, this part of you manifesting takes your mind off of, what's going on there. And your spirit's attention is, on what you're manifesting, right? Because our minds you know, can distort our spirit's, movements, right? And that can take us back to procrastination, which is like your spirit is like, this is what I like to do. I'm gonna go in and do this. But your mind's like, man, I'm kind of lazy today, or I don't want to do this today, or is this even worth, there's so many things that come through when procrastination is at hand. But focus, right? That Ten of Cups with the Hierophant. Yeah. What you learn, see, right now, you're harvesting um, the will to 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 have a happy, healthy a life, right? And this is emotionally fulfilling, right? This has to do with under the guidelines of emotions, of what continues to carry you, right? These lessons here, you've learned um, a lot about emotional stability, right? Um, Trying to carry yourself in a positive emotional understanding towards yourself and others. Uh, our emotions can lead us down very, very dark places. And when we can learn how to construct what to do with the negative emotions that we harbor, it's a very powerful tool. We have the Knight of Swords. And before I continue here, that tool is powerful because when you go through so many difficult tasks and or experiences um, that you overcome and you see as challenges, um, you know, um, it shows you life, right? Um, and we may come to a point where we see those experiences as negative, but those experiences are what rotate the um, the obvious, which is life, right? This has to go here. These words have to go here. These actions have to go here. These, you know, challenges have to go here to get over here, to get this, to give this to someone so that they can make that into something that creates this, and everything has to evolve in the way of what we learn and how we learn it um, through life's journey. Okay, we have justice at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Swords. Okay, it's a lot of impatience going on, or not impatience, impulsiveness, right? To get to um, this comfortable place that you are, you know, you're seeking at this moment, right? It's a, what do you call it? It's a pause. That's what it's, that's what I'm going to call it. It's a pause. Stop. Look both ways. Listen. Walk. It's the pause, you know? It's like walking across the street, right? It's like you're walking, like you don't really want to stop walking, but you gotta check to see if there's a car coming or anything coming so that you don't get hit. So it's like, I have to pause right here. But it's like, that's the pause, you know? Get to the other side. Like that. Two of Wands with the Four of Pentacles. This is the point that you're coming to. There's so much to create. See? So much to create. Before you were here, Four Pentacles. Feeling like you don't have enough. There's not enough that, you know. But now you're seeing things like completely different. Right? And that's coming to this point. So remember, you're at this gate. And at this gate, the guards are saying, hey, we got 3 doors. Okay? 3 doors. You got the first door, which you can take everything on at once. You got the second door, which has this option that you're looking at. And then we have the third door, which has the other option that you're looking at. So, you know, make your move, you know? That's where you're at. Because it's like, you know that you can create these things, but it's like, it's that overwhelming feeling of like, this is a lot, you know? It's like, this is a lot. We have the 2 of Cups with the 8 of Swords. But that's not going to stop you here because, you know, you're creating this bind with yourself. I feel like you are, or I see you recreating yourself here. There's a recreation of yourself going on here. Okay? Yeah. There's a recreation of yourself going on here. There's some, you know, some gears and things that you're like, you know, moving around or whatever. But I feel like you're in a very stable, right? Position in your mind, body, and spirit, um, with your, you know, your journey. Just those inner self things that we all struggle with, you know, just those little specific, you know, those little specific things. But anyways, guys, this was a really good reading here, okay? Procrastination. Don't procrastinate. I know how hard it is, guys. But that's all that I have for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. I would really like to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys have been with the gang, I love you guys so much. Monistique, and I'll catch you guys next time.